Hi, it's Jeff again. Just to let everybody know, I'm not a chartist, but I find the pattern that I'm seeing right now in the S&P 500 and most other indexes and some stocks related to those indexes to be pretty fascinating right now. You'll notice from a previous video that I took the 200 day or the 200 period moving average out, and the reason why is it was trying to scale to it, and you could not see this rise. It kind of flattened out the rise, and it kind of flattened everything out on the whole chart. So I took it out, and now you can actually visibly see very well this rise that happened since the March low. But now you'll see also, on the last time I talked about a pennant pattern forming over here, and that pennant pattern has been slightly violated right now and is actually starting to look maybe more like a flag, but still looking like a pennant. Uh, the ranges are still getting a little bit tighter, even though Friday finished out with a bang. But something else is happening here that I wanted to point out to you, and that is this particular line right here, which this was previous resistance back in February, and it was also resistance again in April, and we broke out of it. And although we're not really at it, it's looking a lot like support for the current range that we're in, and it could very well be a support point. But the other thing that I wanted to point out, and let me just kind of zoom out a little bit, which is a real handy thing to do, is to look for, well, where's the previous point of resistance compared to where we are right now. And that really happened back here in the last high, I guess you could say, back in, what was this, like January or so? Yeah, about the 7th of January. That was the last high, was right here. And that also is kind of showing up as a point of resistance. So looking at this from a support and resistance perspective, and we'll zoom back in here, we can see that we have a bit of a pennant pattern forming here. We have resistance up here and previous support down here, or previous resistance, which is turning out to be support down here, and we may be in this range for a while, this whole big range here, which is a rather large range actually. So I am looking for this to narrow down a little bit more and things settle down. The VIX is dropping, which means that volatility is moving out of the market, and actually options premiums are probably a little bit less now, but still good. I mean, I'm not complaining about the options premiums right now. So just keep this in mind. We're still looking at this pennant pattern here. We're still looking for some sort of significant breakout. If we get a breakout above this line and then we get confirmation on the next day and it remains above this trend line here, then we have what could be considered a confirmed bullish move. But on the other hand, if it drops below this line and it breaks through this previous resistance, which could be support right now, then we are definitely in for a huge bear run. So be prepared. Again, like I said, I'm not a chartist. I'm just find this pattern very, very fascinating. Thanks for your time, and come back again soon.